Hey, I finally gotten the original monkey character that I used to play the game of in the arcade back when I was a kid. Although this is definitely not that exact one. So he's got a tie on, which is weird. The Donkey Kong of my childhood did look very different from this, but you know, a monkey's a monkey for me, I guess. I don't know exactly what the difference between this DK is and the Donkey Kong that I used to play the game of on my ColecoVision and back in the arcade, but it says Avec Banana. We got Jack Specific. It's a 2023 figure. Wow. All right, so there's the SKU number for it in case you're looking for it. Two, I was like, wow, I haven't seen Donkey Kong in a while, so it just kind of just showed up. And for 2023, maybe it was a return that somebody did. There is some dust on the top. Maybe it was sitting in the back room, so that dust makes me think that, yeah, it's been sitting somewhere for a while. It just showed up today for the first time I've ever seen it, and I thought, I need that. I didn't even know they still exist. So we have Diddy Kong. Oh wow, that's a name that quickly does not need to be made. I don't know what they're going to do about Diddy Kong. Yeah, that's a shame. I don't know. I guess, you know, maybe this is why the person returned it. They didn't want to have Diddy on the back of this. All right, joking aside, let's get this open and let's see how it looks out of the package, and I can compare it to some of the other figures that I have. So here's his banana. Bananas and pajamas. They're coming down your stairs. There is one rubber band that I see that I need to disconnect. Oh, that's weird. Okay, so it's not even attached to the shell here. It's attached to him. So I guess, oh good. I was afraid this wouldn't come off, and I was like, oh man, I don't want him to have this because I want him to be my Donkey Kong. And this, I don't know anything about. So without it, that looks more like the Donkey Kong, although his face looks very different from my Donkey Kong. It really does. Oh well, I do have some more Donkey Kong stuff somewhere, but it's not like this. It's more like the little pixelated figures or whatever. Yeah, so we got some articulation issues here that I'm right off the bat. You know, normally I would say I hate this kind of articulation because it's called monkey curls, but guess what? He's a monkey, so I guess it fits him. I hate, and I have a Galvatron from a third party called King that drove me insane. He looked so good. At that time, we didn't have a good representation of Galvatron. We had a fat potbelly robot, but he had these arms that did this, and they didn't move forward. But then again, this is a monkey, so I guess it makes more sense. Although if he's going to roll some barrels, which I don't know if this Donkey Kong rolls barrels at all, it's not going to be the same situation. His head's on a ball joint, which I expect it to be probably easy to pop off, but I don't want to break it. But you can see down in there pretty deeply. Again, this tie does come off if I can either stretch it around his head or, which is most likely going to be if I take it off. I don't know. It doesn't bother me that much. I could probably pop his head off and take it off without cutting it. His arms, they are supposed to be articulated, but boy, there's not. Okay, there we go. I was about to say, there's not much going on in that shoulder. So his arms can go up that much. Seems like they'd go down farther. I mean, let me try it. Okay, so I guess it's just his muscles that keep him from doing that. Yeah, because now he can't get his arm all the way down. And then this only bends in. It doesn't go forward like I like to have figures do. But then again, it kind of makes sense for him. His legs, they appear to be on a ball joint at the thigh, and then a hinge at the knee, which goes in. Whoa, that's amazing how straight it goes, but his feet don't do much. You can't really make him stand up fully. You're going to have to, the way the legs are made, you're not going to stand him up like a man. You're going to have him being a knuckle dragger. And then his feet, I think they're on a ball joint. Yeah, this seems to be on a ball joint. All right, so he's got pretty limited articulation. Can he stand, though? Because he's got no holes in his feet for a stand, or for something to peg him into. Let me see if I can get him into the monkey pose. Yeah, maybe. So he's got bananas, and again, I'm sure this is based off those like cartoon, the ones like Donkey Kong Racing or something, which I don't know anything about. Here is he beside Luigi. Now in my universe, this is the Luigi after he got the mushroom. So he gets 2'd up like this. So he gets the mushroom and he gets bigger, because I couldn't find a smaller Luigi that I liked. And then I do have a smaller Mario I like, but I couldn't find it right now. But I do have this one. Is it Tanuki Mario? And he's got very limited articulation. He's got a head that moves side to side, arms that move up and down, the legs don't move at all, and the tail doesn't move. So I think it's what they call him, Tanuki Mario. He gets a leaf and they can fly. I'm maybe thinking of a different one. But I just remember playing the Mario we had, Tanuki Mario. So this is what I'm talking about. Like, the arms on this go forward. They don't have other, like, he can't do the monkey curl because he doesn't have the bicep articulation. So very different articulation between the two of these. So side by side, if he stands fully up as far as he can, yeah, Donkey Kong is bigger than him. He's got more mass than him, definitely. Again, I would imagine that he would be walking on his knuckles, but then his head, let's see. This is how he would look if you put him in a stance like this, on all fours, knuckle dragging, like that. Now, how's he going to roll some barrels? All right, so let me know if you know which cartoon or comic, or what am I trying to say here? Which video game this particular Donkey Kong goes with. I don't have a lot of the modern Nintendo stuff. I'm more of an original ColecoVision era person. I know that, you know, some of you who are Nintendo people, you'd be like, no, Donkey Kong was on Nintendo. That's right, they did incorporate it. They did put it on there with the 4th level. Now, originally, it only had 3 levels on the one that I had. Let me see if I can straighten out his arms a little bit to maybe make him stand a little bit taller. Okay, so yeah, I guess that's fine. And then we got Luigi and his 2-up mode. So if this is the same scale right here, do you think that works out better? I mean, from my perspective, it does, because Mario was way smaller, or I guess technically he was Jumpman in the original game. He was about half the size of Donkey Kong, I think, on the screen. His pixels were. And then, of course, on the Mario game on Nintendo, the first one, I remember it. That's where you get the little mushroom and Luigi. And Luigi was not on there first. My first knowing of Luigi is whenever Sammy Lang and I used to play. We played the, what's it called? The Mario Brothers game. Not the Super Mario, but the Mario Brothers game in the arcade. And I remember, you know, one of us was Luigi and the other one was Mario. And you had to go through the sewers and pow and knock over crabs and then kick them off and stuff like that. That was a great game too. So if you ever get a chance to play the old games, if you're not from the 70s and 80s, Donkey Kong 3, and then Donkey Kong Jr., I guess they consider that as Donkey Kong 2. Oh, I need a Donkey Kong Jr. figure. This looks more like Donkey Kong Jr. than Donkey Kong himself. And maybe it is. Maybe it's Donkey Kong Jr. grown up. There is some kind of fiction to this. But let me know in the comments below if this is one of the characters that you've ever had. And why did this show up in my Walmart, like, now? It's weird because it's a 2023 figure, so I'm guessing somebody either returned it or they found it in the back room, because there's dust on it. There's some definite dust on it, and I just saw it today for the first time. And when I actually went to scan it on my phone to make sure the price was right, it said it wasn't in stock or something about... So, yeah, I guess it's so long that they exited out of the system. And then when somebody brought it back, it went back into the system, but not on the scanner thing. All right, I've been blabbering long enough. Just let me know again what you think about this scale. Does this scale better with him or with Mario, Luigi or Mario? Have a great day.